In this digital era, data is the lifeblood that fuels our world. It pulses through the veins of our global networks, driving decisions, sparking innovation, and unlocking unprecedented value. Yet, as much as data is a resource, it's also a responsibility. Managing this vast ocean of information is no small feat, and that's where databases come into play. Databases are the unsung heroes of the digital age, tirelessly working behind the scenes to store, organize, and manage our data. They are like the librarians of the digital world, ensuring that every byte of information is in its rightful place and can be accessed swiftly when needed. In today's connected world, the importance of databases cannot be overstated. But not all databases are created equal. Depending on the needs of an organization, different types of databases can be employed. The two main types are centralized and distributed databases. A centralized database is like a central library, where all the books, or in this case data, are stored in one place. It's a single unified system that holds all the data and oversees all data-related operations. On the other hand, a distributed database is more like a network of local libraries, each holding a portion of the books. The data is spread across multiple locations or nodes, each responsible for storing and managing a subset of the data. Both centralized and distributed databases have their strengths and weaknesses, and the choice between them is not a one-size-fits-all decision. It's a matter of finding the right fit for the specific needs and circumstances of an organization. As we delve into the world of databases, we'll explore these two main types, centralized and distributed. We'll unpack their definitions, delve into their architecture, weigh their pros and cons, and learn how they help us navigate the torrents of data in our digital world. So buckle up and get ready for a fascinating journey into the heart of data management. Imagine a single repository where all data resides. This is the essence of a centralized database. In the realm of data management, a centralized database system is one where all data finds a home in a single location. This could be a solitary server, or perhaps a closely connected group of servers, but the key is singularity. All data, no matter its origin or purpose, is stored in this one place, a hub of sorts for information. Now let's delve a little deeper into the architecture of a centralized database. Picture a city with a single governing body. This body oversees all aspects of city life: the infrastructure, the economy, the people. Similarly, in a centralized database, there lies a single server, or a cluster of servers, that manages all aspects of data. It's the brain of the operation, the control center. It takes care of storing data, retrieving it when needed, and overseeing its management. From the moment data enters the system to the moment it's retrieved for use, this single server is in charge. It's where data is born, lives, and is eventually accessed from. It's a simple, streamlined process, with all data-related operations happening under one roof. But, just as with any system, centralized databases come with their own set of benefits and drawbacks. On the upside, they offer simplified management, data consistency, and potentially lower hardware and maintenance costs. But on the flip side, they present a single point of failure. If the server goes down, the whole system goes down. They also have limitations in terms of scalability and may experience performance bottlenecks with increased workload or network congestion. Centralized databases, while efficient, come with their own set of advantages and disadvantages. As we move forward, we'll delve into these pros and cons in more detail and also explore the world of distributed databases. Stay tuned to understand more about these fascinating systems that form the backbone of our digital world. From simplified management to potential bottlenecks, centralized databases carry a mixed bag of benefits and challenges. Let's start with the good stuff. Centralized databases are, in essence, a one-stop shop for all your data needs. They're easier to manage because everything is in one place. You don't have to worry about data consistency either because there's only one copy of the data. Plus, it's worth noting that centralized databases can be more cost-effective in terms of hardware and maintenance compared to their distributed counterparts. However, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. The centralized nature of these databases also means they've got a single point of failure. If the server goes down, access to data goes with it. Scalability can be a hurdle as well. If data volumes or transaction rates skyrocket, the system might struggle to keep up. And let's not forget about potential performance bottlenecks if many users are trying to access the database at the same time. While centralized databases have their benefits, they aren't always the perfect fit, and that's where distributed databases come into play. A network of interconnected nodes, each storing a piece of the data puzzle, that's a distributed database for you. In the vast digital landscape, a distributed database is like a network of information islands, each holding a portion of the overall data. This system isn't confined to a single location or server. Instead, it spreads the data across multiple nodes, and these nodes can be in different geographical locations or on different servers. This distribution of data adds a layer of complexity, but also brings along several merits. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the architecture of a distributed database. Picture a spider web where each strand represents a connection, and the points where these strands meet, or nodes, are the locations where data is stored. This network of nodes is interconnected, each node communicating with others to manage a subset of the data. The data is not confined to one place, but it is distributed and often replicated across these nodes. This architecture is designed to improve fault tolerance and scalability. With multiple nodes in play, the system is less vulnerable to failures. If one node goes down, others can step in to maintain access to the data. This resilience is a significant advantage of distributed databases. The distributed architecture also allows for horizontal scalability. As the volume of data or the transaction rate increases, more nodes can be added into the network to handle the growth. This flexibility to scale is another feather in the cap of distributed databases. In addition, the geographical distribution of data can reduce latency and enhance performance. By storing data closer to the users, the system can deliver faster responses, particularly beneficial for applications with users spread across different locations. In essence, a distributed database is a network of interconnected nodes, each handling a subset of data, providing improved fault tolerance, scalability, and performance. The distribution of data across multiple nodes adds a layer of complexity, but also brings along several benefits. Much like their centralized counterparts, distributed databases have their own share of pros and cons. From improved fault tolerance to network latency, distributed databases offer a unique set of benefits and challenges. Let's dive in. First up, the advantages. Distributed databases are like the superheroes of the database world. They're resilient, bouncing back from failures with ease, thanks to data being replicated across multiple nodes. They're scalable, growing with your needs by adding more nodes, and they're geographically savvy, storing data closer to the users to reduce latency and boost performance. But every superhero has their Achilles heel, and distributed databases are no exception. They can be complex, with the management of data across multiple nodes presenting a significant challenge. Network latency can also rear its ugly head when accessing data from remote nodes. And then there's the issue of data consistency. Ensuring that all nodes are singing from the same hymn sheet can be a tricky business, requiring sophisticated mechanisms like distributed transactions and consensus algorithms. Whether you choose a centralized or distributed database, the decision hinges on your specific needs and constraints. In the realm of data management, one size does not fit all. We've traversed the landscapes of centralized and distributed databases, each presenting its unique architecture and benefits, as well as its challenges. Centralized databases with all data housed in a single location offer a simplified management process. They ensure data consistency and can be cost-effective in terms of hardware and maintenance. However, they pose a risk of being a single point of failure, and performance bottlenecks can occur with increased workload or network congestion. Scalability can also be a challenge when dealing with large volumes of data or high transaction rates. On the other hand, distributed databases spread data across multiple locations or nodes. This approach enhances fault tolerance as data is replicated across various nodes. It also allows for scalability, accommodating larger workloads by simply adding more nodes. Distributed databases can store data closer to users, reducing latency and improving performance. Yet, they present their own hurdles, including increased complexity in data management, potential network latency, and challenges in ensuring data consistency. The choice between a centralized and distributed database is not a binary one, but rather depends on a multitude of factors. These include the size and distribution of the data, performance requirements, fault tolerance, and scalability needs. It's crucial to weigh these considerations carefully to ensure the database setup aligns with your specific needs. In many instances, A hybrid approach, which combines elements of both centralized and distributed architectures, may offer the best solution. This approach provides the balance of simplicity, scalability, and resilience tailored to the unique requirements of your data management. Remember, in the world of data management, understanding your needs is the key to choosing the right database setup. Be it centralized, distributed, or a hybrid of the two, the right choice will empower you to manage your data effectively and efficiently, unlocking its full potential.